And welcome back to Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations.
Allegedly.
The longest case of the game.
Oh boy, the case that never ends. It never ends. I'm Lawrence. Hi.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry. Yep, there's a Lawrence. We also have a Judge.
That's me.
And we have me, Rob. Anyway, your line, dear Lawrence.
I know. I am just drinking a drink real quick so I don't die each time. This grandfather clock. It was apparently in a different position before the fire.
According to staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
Flush against the wall. What's that supposed to?
Someone flushed it in the wall.
How do you
Flush
flush it in
against
the
the
wall?
wall. I just imagine that just means it was properly, lined up against the wall.
I presume it's just why flush?
I don't know.
Which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming.
That's odd. It was still chiming right now on the dot of every hour this morning. Maybe the fire damaged the internal mechanisms or something.
Ambassador Paleno, maybe please look inside that clock.
Sure, Gorita. Go ahead.
That's a Gumshoe. Could you please inspect the insides of the clock?
Yes, sir. I'm on it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir.
It looks like a length of wires, so this is what caused the clock to stop chiming. But what was a long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place?
It's an electric grandfather clock. I'm joking.
Why would someone do this to such a valuable clock?
It sounds like it wasn't Mr. Paleno that put the wire in there.
Then perhaps it was Mr. Cochin's killer who did it.
That is possible.
We got those fragments on the floor.
Right, I need to examine this next.
And also the fire.
It looks like one of those Bapalese knives was already missing before the fire began.
So it would seem, especially since the other two knives' handles were burned away.
The remaining handle was swapped out with the handle from the real murder weapon, and Babal's national treasure was stolen. Poor Babal, don't you think?
I'm not so sure I would lump the replica statue in with the best of Braval's worlds.
Alright, and now fire.
Fire. These must have been the large green flames Ambassador Paleno saw.
With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in.
Okay, by the time he came into this room, had the fire already been put out?
Yeah, the fire had died out or something by that time.
Then this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the third floor. Until the Yatagrasu appeared and caused a stir in Babal, I suppose.
I guess Mr. Paleno was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh?
Yes, you could put it that way, and since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course.
I knew it! That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, that person could even be Mr. Cochin's killer.
Start making trouble in the neighborhood. And it's very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into the room before you. And also chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here.
Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in? But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames?
Well, whatever it is, that person burned. That it's made a rather sizable fire. I made it sound like that the person burned on fire. It didn't.
And since the fire's fucking green, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean.
Yes, and I do believe that's what you're thinking. It's exactly why those flames are green. I wonder what burns the same color as the green fire. It can't possibly be
I have
green.
no idea. Okay, well, technically, I might have to
Probably
get
put the lantern, you know. This silhouette's lantern. Its green flame comes from the whipped crystal oil it's burning.
Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off.
I do now establish that the green flames were caused by the wit crystal oil. Furthermore, we know that there's only one thing made from wit crystal oil.
Oh, you mean that thing Mr. Paleno was mistaken about, right?
Yes, precisely, as we found out earlier in our investigation.
What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir?
Oh, George being George, as per usual.
Fine, I suppose. I'll explain it in a way that even you can understand. This is the thing made from wit crystal oil that Ambassador Paleno was mistaken about.
It's the Babalese ink.
But there's one more. Babalese ink is made from wit crystal oil.
Oh, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the land, right?
Yes, precisely. Now, the green flames in this room are not from a bottle of Babalese ink.
Because we found the ink Mr. Cochin used on his desk, right?
Yes, however, we know that Mr. Cochin was smuggling the ink in mass quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is an answer to what gave birth to the green flames.
Oh yeah, I'm beginning to feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
But you're a super prosecutor. It would appear that I finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal.
Just finally confront fucking... he just confronts a killer and he goes, I've become the thing you feared the most. A super prosecutor.
Super prosecutor.
It's over now, Frieza.
Oh shit! I apologize for my crimes. I can't do Frieza that well.
Oh, you want counterfeit bills?
Yeah, the counterfeit bills, yeah. The slow down, the dude. There we go. Oh Jesus!
What's happening?
Right, be back.
I'm still here.
No, I meant like it was lagging a bit.
I'm sorry.
That's alright. It's not your fault. I'm just trying to make sure we're back to normal.
The connection looks fine as well, so I don't know what's going on.
Could be me. I don't know. What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and circulating in Zengfar.
You're kidding!
Even though she was hinting at that the entire... What? Oh my god. Damn it, Kay. Fucking Schrodinger's stupid.
You're saying that it was Mr. Cochin who made the counterfeit bills?
I am. I believe you could even go as far as to say that he stole the Baal printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Cochin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct?
Why, yes, and I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed.
Ambassador, because your secretary's crimes, you'll need to be investigated as well.
Yes, I suppose so. We've caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we?
For a few countries.
You haven't been printing counterfeit copies of Tetris 99, have you?
No, only Tetris 98.
I thought it was Tetris 66. Shit.
No, that's his cover. That's his cover. Ambassador George.
There's a lot of us here.
It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Cochin and concealed his crime. But they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence. And they kept on burning.
Right, let's talk to Gumshoe.
Uh-oh.
Detective, you took part in the initial Babal investigation, correct?
Yep, sure did. I also helped put both out I also helped put out both fires, sir.
There we go.
I don't know why that was hard.
Good job, you're fired from the your sentence.
But the first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor. First I tried the elevator, but I guess someone else had the same idea, because it was in use. If I hadn't remembered to use the stairs at that point, I would have burned to a crisp. Wait, that's odd. We always warn our staff that in case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator.
Maybe he's not staff, he's a police, he's temporary. Oh?
He's commenting that it's like the elevator was in use by somebody, so Paleno was like, but the staff shouldn't be using the elevator, so why the fuck was the elevator in use? Especially because you never want to be in an elevator when there's a fire going on. If the
wires snap, you're fucked, son.
It's not even about the wires, it's just like, if it gets damaged for any reason by the flames and then you get stuck, you can you could die from the fact that the smoke just causes you to suffocate, get cooked inside the elevator. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. Never use the elevator in a fire, people.
Maybe someone wrote it in a fit of panic?
Did you see the Yatagarasu that came into the Babbly's embassy at all?
I didn't personally.
But did you unpersonally?
Unpersonally, maybe. And the other staff members told me they never got a good look at the person either, sir.
I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective.
The second fire broke out around the time the Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabasta. That's also when the suspicious person was spotted in Babal, which caused some panic.
So no one was able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered the Babal?
Yep. Well, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. That's not enough to make a positive ID, you know.
Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more.
A person in a long coat. Sounds like the exact same person I saw.
The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabasta was proven to be just a fabrication, a shadow. In light of that fact, the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal is also suspect.
You can't be serious. Not when we're this close to capturing the fake. I mean, Callisto you.
So the Yatagarasu appeared, caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Cochin, took my wallet, and then disappeared. I will get that bastard.
Took my wallet and then disappeared.
By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Yatagarasu? He took my wallet.
I did. Yeah. My paycheck's in there. But, well, this embassy is huge, sir. We got separated from the other staff members I was with, and was lost for a while there.
Gumshoe's paycheck in Edward's wallet is like literally 0.01% of his wallet. And that's being generous.
Oh, Jesus.
You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you owed to guard, Detective!
It's just like, is that a wallet in your pocket, or you happen to see me? And Edgeworth just goes, I'm very rich.
I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. You know, it was thanks to me being lost that I was able to come to the K's rescue.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah. It was when I lost him. It was when I was lost and running around the third floor hallway, sir. When I heard the scream, I headed towards it right away.
Oh, that's probably from when I found Mr. Cochin's body.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could.
And it was thanks to Gummy that Miss Chino wasn't able to take me away. He covered for me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth.
How fast did you run, Gumshoe?
This fast.
That's very fast. So he can be useful once in a blue moon.
Still, it's too bad the Agent Chino got here before I did.
I wonder where Agent Chino was before you found her here.
Oh, just before I got into this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door.
Wow. Agent Chino mentioned something about her chasing the Yatagarasu as earlier. Brain, dying, help, need sustenance.
Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. Then during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Yatagarasu.
She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her.
Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir?
It's almost as if I'm addressing you, you dumbass.
Jesus.
We've examined everything in this office, but there's one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Paleno about it. Ambassador Paleno, there is something I'd like to ask you about.
Yes?
About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock.
Ah, that's right. You also paid a visit to the Alabastrian side of the embassy. Our two embassies actually used to be one.
Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that.
Edgeworth read his pamphlets. If he would be fucking over the moon.
He's saying he's not here.
So I take it you also saw the part where it said 99% off Tetris 99,
It's already free!
which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. So no matter which room the location of the fireplace, and the like are exactly the same.
Not having fun today, are you, George?
I see that picture was off. I call total bullshit.
Tripping over all my words. Even where the art is located, is the oh my god! Now I'm conscious of it. It's getting worse.
George, do you want to drink some water, George?
No, it's not. It's not that. It's my brain.
No, that might help though.
I have water. I'm drinking it.
Drink more. drink the entire bottle, George, and then get another one and drink that one too.
Viewers, take this moment to hydrate.
Sorry, I think we got a bit donation to do a hydrate.
Okay, anyway, let me try this again. Even where the art is located is the same, as my room is currently under renovation. We worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office.
You mean for your handshake photo op with the gem and ninja?
Yes, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that's not worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right?
Yet another odd expression of Babar's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabast, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots.
Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help.
Well, logic time.
I need to
So connect the fireplace and the electricity simulator.
put together information.
I'm sorry, but I regret to inform you that Rob is now transported back to the Stone Age, and I believe the visit has now affected his mental capacity. The Alabastion and Babbley sides of the building are symmetrical to each other.
I have just discovered fire.
I made that when you said Kyogre just discovered fire. I was like, wait a second, what?
What?
He's returning.
As I heard what you said, Kyogre discovered fire.
He's just returning to Monkey.
Return to Monkey.
No, I must go back.
We must go back. We made a mistake. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway.
A secret passageway?
In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall.
Revolving wall? I'm gonna repeat all of your sentences with a question mark at the end. It sounds like something out of a ninja house. And I would know, because I look like a ninja.
Well, there was a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir? What? This embassy holds that kind of a secret?
I can't believe it. Sorry. There seems to be a lot about this room you don't know, Ambassador.
Oh.
I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny, what you know about this room.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Agreed, and my first thought is that it's likely the killer used a revolving fireplace. Do you have to look at the fireplace now?
It looks just like another it looks like just another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So, how do you turn it again?
In the Banabas, I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace.
Oh, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it. Oh, I wanted to press the button.
No pressing the button, Gumshoe.
And you scared me.
There's something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts.
What? But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right?
We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What does contradiction mean for us? So I want to do something?
Yep.
What do we need to do, sir? What's wrong with this? I'm not gonna forget. Is it the which
Ambassador
side
Paleno's testimony is what it contradicts.
Oh yeah,
Because he spilled Babbly's ink onto the back wall while burning files in the fireplace.
and there's no ink.
And he left the ashes there. But there's no ashes.
Ambassador Plainer, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace, correct?
Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually.
And after you did, you've got to clean the ashes from the fireplace, correct?
That's right, but why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face?
What have I done? Who have I hurt?
Don't hurt me.
I'm sorry, I admit I can be a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case,
It's back to serious mode.
take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it.
Let's see. Huh? Where did all the ashes go?
Where did they go?
Well, there's the logic thing we need.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Poleno is lying, do you?
No, there is no reason for him to lie, Gumshoe. Don't even think about it. And I don't believe his testimony is wrong either.
As Poleno sits in the corner, haha, my plan is coming to fruition.
I'm not buying Pledges 99! It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Okay, I wonder if you might be able to update the fireplace data for me.
You got it. I'll add in all the ashes from the burnt files and... Sounds like we've pretty much figured everything out now, huh?
Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us.
Yeah, because that's what leads do. They... Okay.
I don't get it.
Oh, I sense it coming on. You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, if it's not Mr. If it's... it's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know?
There is really no need for you to dance around the name of what I'm about to do. Basic.
Basic logic.
Basic logic. It's such a celebration with you.
Oh, shit!
The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple.
It's not because someone cleaned them up, right?
No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Poleno said that he spilled some bubbly ink while he was burning the files. And yet, there is not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere.
Well, then I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. By using a revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighbouring room. Which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used.
Then you mean the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through there?
Yes, I believe the person you were in pursuit of is Mr. Cochin's killer. And after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route.
I have, and this is only the beginning. Now I have to chase the killer down.
Yep.
So she knows location.
She knows location and escaped through a revolving fireplace. As this
She
is
must
so
have seen them.
gratuitous.
Well, no. If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape to the next, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who was in the neighbouring room.
Well, the person in that next room was... Oh, it was that person, sir.
Yes, Detective. Agent Sheena.
Well, fuck that shit. Finally done with that. It's looking more and more like Miss Sheena is the killer, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this room from the next one and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Cochin. I don't have any proof yet, however I know she's hiding something from us.
Okay then, why don't we go ask Miss Sheena herself?
No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe.
Oh. Yeah, yes, sir. It's my turn to do something, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, I have a 2-part special assignment for you.
How do you count to 2 again?
Yeah.
First, I need to run a handwriting analysis on Mr. Marks 2's note.
Okay. I'll get the lab boys on that right away.
Second, I want to see if you can fit through that revolving fireplace wall.
Right now, sir?
No, next decade, of course now! We need to test our hypothesis, don't we?
Go on, Gummy, you can do it.
Alright, I'm gonna do this like a real man. Here I go. Through the fireplace and back.
You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective.
Scary in there. Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn.
That's so neat. Now I want to try going through there too.
There really is a secret passageway through there. I had no idea.
It would appear that the ash really was pushed to the other side of the room.
Do you really need 4 people to comment on the same fucking thing?
It's interesting.
But what about anything you spilled, Mr. Ambassador? It's down back wall.
Okay, here I go, sir.
Detective, I'd like to go through there under the same conditions as the killer.
Huh? There's all that ash and stuff.
And your point is, now we're short on time, so if you could please hurry the fuck up.
Get dirty.
There was no need to swear, sir, but yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, do I have to cut your salary again?
No, sir.
Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right?
No, not yet. There remains a few mysteries to solve.
I feel like you're being really pedantic right now.
No! So the other guys' whereabouts, the other surviving members. The 2 weapons that made it across the border, the key Miss Yu stole 11 years ago.
The person who stole my wallet.
You haven't figured out a thing regarding how Miss Yu is related to these embassies and my wallet.
Mr. Edgeworth.
A number of pieces connect in a very complicated way in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted.
Like we'll be after the end of this fucking case.
What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were the one who said that it's easy if you follow the leads.
Look, was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay? Are you asking for death?
If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. Then all you'd have to do is show off your fancy schmancy logical deductions.
Show off? Does it seem like I'm being boastful when I do that?
Well, you put your finger onto your temple, and then you look really, really confident, like it's an anime. And then there's a flash of light. I'm not quite sure how you did that one.
Okay.
What?
If you talk much out the 4th wall, we're going to get cancelled again.
Okay, let's not overcomplicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth?
Good girl.
We've been so focused, like a laser, on only what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder nothing's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answer should come to us.
Okay.
That's the sort of thing I say to myself when I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know?
That is something I hope that practice doesn't make perfect for your sake.
Yay! Looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
Hey, there's padlock picking competitions and shit like that. She could become champion.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, on my back, sir.
Oh shit, it's a dust monster! Kill it!
Oh!
Yes, I can see that. Good work, detective.
Looks like you could use that fireplace like a door, sir.
Don't you back! Don't you!
Are you alright?
Distancing.
Are you alright, Gummy?
I'm okay. I think I just got a bit of ash and dust, that's all. Like a cool test and trace.
Your tracking has gone quite filthy. I see the hem has practically turned black.
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburnt ink got into it, sir.
I see. Thank you, detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat.
Oh no, sir, I could never. It's just my old coat, sir. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it cleaned, but you know.
I see. Very well, then, as you wish.
So because Gummy was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right?
Yes, that's not all we learned. We actually learned one important other fact.
The fact that Gumshoe owns more than one coat? Yeah, that one's throwing me for a loop as well.
No, I don't think he owns more than one coat, I'm pretty sure.
And that is...
I'll have to explain to you later. Right now, we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, I'll be back before you know it.
The handwriting analysis on Mr. Coach's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let's go in the Theatre of Neutralis along with Agent Lag and Agent Sheena.
Well, we'll see you guys next time on Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations, starring Lawrence.
Sayonara.
Because
It's
life
never
is
ghost
precious.
you, ace detective.